just never. All right, and Alpha 30 is going to get picked off, so now the CN guys are going to reclaim this flag once again as they have control. But
we got one lone gunman.
We can zoom in on one.
If we
can see if we can
spray him down.
One desire.
So
opportunity to see everything.
Controls.
No, he hits another one.
Just touch controls. Just like hybrid controls. You can
And now, he is going to get picked off here.
It's a battle between these two. Look out for your flank. He's coming on his backside, and just like that, 1 for 1. That's how you play a competitive match, is you go 1 for 1. That's your main objective. If you get taken out, at least your teammate is able to answer the call.
Yep, and one player from the Alpha squad is going to push his way upstairs here. No one else in the area, so he might be able to flip this flag and get the control. Let's see what's going on with the score. Let's hop into tabletop and see what's going on here. It is going to be 195 to 466. The CN are dominating this game. They are flipping a lot of the flags here, and this is not looking good for the U.S. squad.
All right, right now it looks like the Chinese are trying to take over the C flag point right now. B flag point is also being taken there by the tank. And so far, I mean, it's just been, they're just trying to flip the script now, trying to take over all of these points all at once. But I think going to be a good point to talk about is what happens at C. Let's go and hop on board right now at C point. There's one other member who's out there on a jet ski just waiting, or probably trying to figure out how to hop off.
Yeah, and Alpha 20 lingering by C. There's one, like you said, there's actually 2 players, or 1 now because that player ended up getting taken out on that one. And he might end up getting flanked here if he's not careful. Tries to go for the repair. That player clearly sees him. He might get hit, and he does.
Dog tags. Can he counter?
No. He is done. That is the end of that one. So now the A flag is flipping. As Alpha 14 is going to go and support his teammate here. They're going to try and get control of the residential area, but the Tomahawk is going to be coming down, Corey. If they don't flip it in time, they don't know that the Tomahawk is landing as well.
Let's go ahead and get the point of view here as it's going to be raining in. 3, 2, 1, falls in, and there goes one. And one other, there's another player that goes down. That clears out a good chunk of the area. Again, break it down for me. What exactly happened from beginning to end?
Well, I mean, pretty much, that Tomahawk, they knew that it was coming down on on A, and they had to move around. They heard it, they knew it, and I really do like it, but they flipped it. Never mind.
But how did they get the Tomahawk in the first place?
Oh, well, actually, good point there, Corey. So basically, whenever you get control of a flag, certain flags give you certain perks, gives the commander certain perks. And in that instance there, when you hold down B, C, as well as D, you also get some UAV, you get the Tomahawk, as well as the gunship when you hold down C. So lots of perks there for the commander, and that's actually one of my favorite things about commander and how players can affect that particular game mode.
All right, so now we're back over here, 114 to 425. The Chinese side, the Bravo team so far has in great control right now. This map is so even. It's perfect. It's the way that you want things to be. The only things that I think, honestly, this is diving down deep, is just how close the A flag is to the U.S. spawn, and the E flag is to the Chinese spawn. And the reason being is because you have tanks and different types of vehicles that are so close to those spawns, those areas, you can get to them rather quickly. There is a big plus, though, in comparison to some of the old maps that we used to see. All of these buildings that are kind of in the way, so it takes a little bit longer. I've kind of learned that in Los Angeles here at E3. I was like, man, it takes, it's 10 miles. But it takes 30 minutes to get there. Well, I guess that's probably the same type of concept right here.
Yeah, right. It's short yet far, right?
Yeah, exactly. Short yet far.
Yeah, I guess the thing to bring up here, and looking at some of the gameplay, Alpha 23 and that Viper is going to be circling around this bridge, trying to get some angles as best as he can, knowing that there's going to be a tank at the bottom. I wonder if he is going to go.
He doesn't need to get too low.
Yeah, he has to be careful about that.
Well, what reason? Oh man.
That's unfortunate. Man. Every time I see a helicopter explode, I'm just like, well, that's unfortunate. It's bad.
Well, the reason why I said he can't get too low is because you don't want to get into the angle. Oh, we're about to see it. We're about to see another helicopter just...
A helicopter that wanted a second life as a truck. Something like that, is what we've been seeing here today in this game. But Alpha 24 having to dive back here, double back and support his teammates that are trying to rally the troops forward to the A site, but that is going to do it for that game. Not able to overcome as that. The CN squad, they dominate that game. I really liked what I saw from both teams, but got to tip my hat to CN.
Yeah, so that's some great gameplay that we just had the chance to see there for Battlefield 4. But let's see what's going on outside of our little bubble. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Lisa has been able to kind of get us updated on.
Day 2 is well underway here at E3, and the fans cannot get enough of Battlefield 4. So let's head back to the EA booth and talk to some more gamers. I'm here with actor Rick Malambry, who's fresh off of gaming with Battlefield 4. What did you think?
Amazing. Mind blown. 64 people, you feel like you're in a battle, like straight up Battlefield. The amount of players that you can play with on the field and multiplayer. It's now you can play 64. Before it was 24, I think, and that just adds so much more to the game.
So Battlefield 4 is in 60 frames per second now versus the 30. Could you tell the difference visually?
Yes. Everything just flows better, and the graphics are just insane in this game. You watch the trees flow, and when something explodes, everything just goes everywhere. It's awesome.
It's all-out war.
All-out war.
So here we are at the Commander Mode station. Can you give us a little brief overview on what this particular position does?
Well, it allows you to enter the game as a commander and give instructions or orders to the 32 people you're playing with on your team. It allows you to call in Tomahawk missiles, gunships, everything within your power to stop the other commander from winning the game. You are able to interact, and the squad leaders can also interact with you, requesting orders from you, requesting supply drops and whatever they need to accomplish a mission on the ground. In this map we have, you can see on the screen here, a Tomahawk flying in towards D point. It takes a while for it to get on to its target, so you need to think about when you release it. So you need to think ahead, so to speak.
Right, to see where they're going to be when it finally lands.
Exactly.
Great, sounds amazing. It was super fun playing it. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Have a wonderful rest of your E3.
Thank you.
Battlefield 4 isn't the only EA game dominating E3 this year. Let's head over and check out Command & Conquer. I'm here with Sam, the lead designer on Command & Conquer. How are you doing today?
Very good, thank you.
It's very cool in here. We love this booth.
Me too. Air conditioning's great.
So this is what you guys call the rebirth of Command & Conquer. Elaborate on that.
Well, what we really wanted to do